Hey Beck, what's up? How you doing? Okay, where am I? Oh yeah, basically all I have left to do with this is some additional lighting and bubbles. I'm probably gonna add some bubbles. Maybe in a way that's not too distracting, because I don't want the focus to be lost. Okay. You know what I should do? I should make like that composition grid with like the spiral and the rule of thirds and stuff drawn on it. Oh wait, no, that would be stupid because it would only work on like a certain size of canvas. It wouldn't be adjustable like it is in digital. Because I was thinking of making one where I draw it and I make the spiral, so then I can just put it on top of the uh, work that I'm doing, just to see if it has the composition figured out. But I would need different size papers for each. It wouldn't work like that. The most distracting bubbles. Yeah, I'm gonna have to make sure they're not too distracting. Because we have a. It would probably be better if her head was over here, but obviously too late for that. Unless I like cut the canvas or something. But if we go like this, we have somewhat of a curve from here to the rim of the jelly to these details, and then like spiral would have to be here. But I could probably put like some bubbles that go like this and like that to kind of reinforce somewhat of a spirally effect. Okay, let's see. Let's see what I can do. I watched some videos on brush care because I bought some new brushes, and basically what the tips boil down to is never use your brushes. They're like, they're pretty strict. But I think the brushes that I'm using are cheap enough to not worry too much about. Obviously not like to abuse them, but not to worry too much. These are cheap brushes, I can probably abuse the crap out of them. It's not really Craft Smart. It's probably like very cheap brand. But the new ones that I got, they look they look and feel a lot nicer. So I want to take a little bit more care of them. Oops. I'm really gonna have to do a study on faces because or how to paint faces. I can draw them just fine, but it's the painting. I did see like a video where it shows warm and cool zones, so maybe I'll look at that video again and try to replicate it. Don't leave paint on them, don't leave them dry, don't get them wet, don't feed them after midnight. Yeah, pretty much. I also read that the higher quality brushes have some compensation. Like obviously, you don't want to leave your high quality brushes like this because the tip is going to get ruined inside the jar. But leaving the upright apparently isn't that bad, even though like they say like the water is going to seep down and mess with the glues. But apparently there's like a resin that they use in the higher quality brushes that's pretty much waterproof, or epoxy or whatever they use, and it makes it so that there's no way that the water is going to decay whatever is going on in there, and your hairs on your brushes will stay in. But I guess it's just good practice because you don't know which manufacturers do that and which manufacturers don't. I kind of want to make her like bite the star, but I think she's creepy enough as is. There's a little gnome inside with a straw sucking up all the water. Yeah. They need to hire you for marketing. Because those brushes with that feature would definitely sell. I just got off Wuthering Waves. That's my voice. That's why my voice sounds a little weird if it does. Because I literally just sat there and played for like, I don't know, 5 hours. It's the new Genshin copy, but it's got the Punishing Grey Raven sound, like the soundtrack and the sound effects and stuff, and as well as the gameplay. So if they fix all the things that they have wrong with it, like they did a really, really dumb thing. Like to me, it's unfathomably stupid. They released it on every platform, well, like PC and mobile, iOS, whatever. They released it on those platforms except for Android and iOS don't have controller support, and it's literally unplayable. Without, like, in my opinion, it's literally unplayable. It's near type of combat, like near Automata. You have such things as time dodging and switch dodging and combo canceling and all that kind of stuff. And with the UI where the controls are mapped, you're basically gonna fat finger and you're not gonna be able to adjust the screen to see the other enemies, and it's a pain to play because I have to play it on an iPad because I don't have a computer, and it's not out on console for like a while, I think. Oh, saving it again, huh? Let me take a picture. Oh, never mind. The thing is too far away. I'm not gonna take a picture. It's like plugged in to like my other devices. Pretend I took a picture. But yeah, how you doing, Chad? Let me actually check right now. Well, I'll wait for you to post a comment, because I don't know if I'm following you. I didn't even know that you drew. Just sitting at work doing nothing. That sounds like what I was doing at work previously. Wait, do you you don't normally stream, I guess. But do you post your art anywhere? I haven't seen it. That's why I'm asking. I'm gonna go to Twitter. You brought me in and there's some concert going on. The most I'm gonna have to do is some glasses though. Oh, I can't see any of your art. Wait, I guess the icon, but I don't know if you post anywhere else. I haven't streamed in a bit. I don't really think I posted stuff I've drawn in many places. I think I posted something in the Kiwi server, semi-release. Okay, I'll check there then. Oh, I think you're... Oh, okay. That's why. No, the one that said the one that said Southern Energy, I didn't realize that was you. Okay. Nice drawing. I like the drawing. This is your OC, I guess. I need to design I don't know what did they call it, it's not called a persona. Or is it called a persona? Basically a PNG. I'll just use that word because it's more used nowadays. Like a character with like some lore and stuff. I have some lore written out for a character that I plan on using, but I just haven't designed the actual character yet. There's like pieces that I have to put together. Hey Kiwi, how are you doing? What are you up to? Dead tired, trying to keep my eyes open and energy on stream tonight. This looks good, dude. Yeah. It's almost done. I just need to add some bubbles, and that's probably the only detail I'm gonna add, not to go overboard on it. But also, if you're tired, you should probably sleep, like while you're tired, because if you stay up, then you'll if you force yourself to stay up, then you won't be able to fall asleep. At least that's what happens to me. Now, I always wake up at like 1 or 2 if I go to bed this early. Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, that happens to me sometimes. Or that used to happen to me as well. Do you ever get people in here demanding you draw Goku or something? Not till just now, Kiwi. No. I've had someone pop in when I used to draw, or I had people pop in regularly when I used to draw on Picardo, and they would like spam their requests, and I would never entertain it. But yeah, that's never really happened on Twitch yet. Draw Rick and Morty. Yeah, Beck. So I guess you guys are saying that because it happened to Beck? Did someone pop in and demand that he draw Pickle Rick or some nonsense? Now draw her doing my taxes. I did when less/no people watch. Some guy kept trying to turn everything into Rick and Morty. Ah, that's insufferable. Now you just have that weird guy that just says, make her boobs bigger. Wow, look at those boobs. That guy sounds based. Why is Kiwi calling you? Okay, well, it's based. Don't worry. This section here seems like it has a little bit too much like noise going on. Maybe I can like smooth it out somehow. Some more color in here. Boy dinner. Okay, now I need a, what's it called? A layer on top there. Lighter color. Oh. Not that much lighter. What happened? What is he eating? radioactively neon cheese, and an individually packaged cracker. Oh, a good old slice of American broken up into 4 pieces on some cracker. That sounded better. I like my description more. Yeah, it might have been more accurate. I actually don't know where the image is posted, but it might have been more accurate. A night might be a Subway night after work. Meatball sub. Or if you want to see it, Kiwi will send you the image. There we go. Oh, I'll see it. Let me open my Discord again. We don't have jalapeno bread. Jalapeno bread sounds good. Oh, I see what you said the cheese was like radioactively neon. It looks like Fallout cheese without the shaders. Yeah, it looks like artificial cheese. Oh, hey Levy, how you doing? Hey, hey. Are you crabbing out? Remember when that game first came out? I thought it was like a SpongeBob Dark Souls meme, and then it turned out it was a real game. Pretty cool. Full of noodles. How goes the jellyfish? Looking fantastic so far. Thank you. It's almost done. Just need to finalize a few details and then draw some bubbles, and then that will be the final thing. Hopefully that will bring it together. I want to make like really good looking bubbles too though, because the bubbles that I did in the other ones were kind of half-assed, so it's gonna be a pain to draw circles properly. Like I'm gonna have to really balance my hand. Okay. And hell yeah, it's so Dark Souls, it even has the you turn back too soon, now wander lost for hours until you come back. Yeah. Yeah, so now the details here are mostly done. I think I just need some highlights here. Oh wait. A bit more pronounced than that. Okay, actually that part didn't need anything. By the way, the wet palette, I probably said this last stream that I had, but I tested it for even longer time. It apparently is able to keep acrylics usable for up to a week. Maybe more than a week. I didn't really test it more than that, but that's pretty good. I don't have to have any anxiety about wasting paint, because I can just leave it on the palette and come back to it whenever convenient. I'll show you what it looks like. Hold on. So there's this. which is just the container of one of these from Christmas. And underneath the parchment paper, which is not wax paper, it's actual baking paper. I had to learn that the hard way. Wax paper just doesn't allow any water through, really. Under that is towel paper. You basically wet the towel paper and it keeps the whole thing moist if you cover it for weeks. For a week at least. There is an issue that I read about that might be something I run into, but I want to see how long it takes. Apparently the towel paper can develop mold. So I haven't seen any so far, but we'll see. We'll see if we get some mold. Either way, they say that it's an issue for for your brushes. And the brushes aren't in contact with the towel paper, so maybe it's something I don't need to worry about much. I had to step away, some jackass pounding my front door. What did I miss? Paper towel power. Pounding Jack's ass levy. I was just showing the wet palette. Where's my... So these are the brushes that one of the sets of the brushes that I brought. It's a miniature painting set. So these will help me get finer details like the face. Which brush did I already use? Can't tell. We'll just use this one. Slut. Jack knows what he did. No pounding for him. Sad for Jack. So I think a safe way to do this is first to draw it in a light-ish blue. And then I'll come back in and add the yellows and whatever other colors. But what did I decide? I decided to go in a pattern like that, kind of. Let me try something risky. I don't know if it'll work out exactly the way I think it will, but I'm gonna paint them in really roughly. Go like this and like that. I'm gonna come back in with a wet brush and scrub away at the inside. Yeah, I think it's working out. Alright. Where's the brush that I used? This one? I think so. Oh, it wasn't this one. This one? Yeah, I think so. Okay, so the next layer is gonna be like white rim light from above, yellowish rim light from the bottom, maybe a crescent highlight from the bottom, or like a oval shaped one. And just a dot of white on the top, yeah. Okay, time to try that out. This doesn't look very yellow. Maybe I'll add some to it. The ones very far away probably don't need much detail. Okay, now for the top of the bubbles, I'm gonna just use a fresh blotch of white. I'm gonna use a I'll water it down a little bit. Just because I don't want the top of this to be too white, because I need the highlight itself to stand out. So this looks very white right now, but it's gonna dry out kind of like transparent. So Alright, now time for the good highlight, or the bright highlight. Oh, you as well. I guess I'll save my back and take a stretch instead of trying to save a physical piece of art. Remember, you gotta eat it. No. Don't they make the Crayola sets safe to eat? Or like not safe to eat, but like non-toxic, so like it's not necessarily gonna kill your kid. Maybe those are edible. Be right back printing it once you post it just to eat it. What if, okay, so what if there was like artwork, right? And it was possible to gain the skills of whatever artist created that artwork by eating their artwork, but you would be eating like the actual material, and assuming you survive, they would just be like very disgusting to eat. Would you eat artwork to raise your skill cap? You would eat so much. You're just gonna pull up at a museum and just start eating everything. This feels like one of those crazy isekai world ideas. Cheat code accepted. Does eating it steal the skill or just raise your own though? Kicked out for aggressively looking historical paintings. Oh, I don't know. What should be the trade-off for eating it? in this hypothetical world? Would it be like some sort of I don't know, I'm trying to think of like a trade-off or a consequence. But I can't. Constipation. Yeah, I guess there's the physical consequences. You say that, but there's this manga that got its own anime recently where the guy reborn as a goblin in another world has power to gain monster abilities by eating them. Wow, they got an anime, Remonster. Interesting. Well, I learned last week someone told me about Shield. What's it called? Not Shield Hero, my bad. Redo of Healer, there we go. Someone told me about the mechanics of Redo of Healer. Shield Hero sucks ass. I heard that it got pretty bad after the first season. Kind of like dropped off. But I didn't really check what exactly happened. Yes, the rape anime. So I heard the mechanics in that anime was after he gets his harem, to level them up, he basically has to bang them. He basically just like has to cream them so they get the skill points or something. Yeah. Would you like a random fact? Always. And also, hello. How are you doing? If you receive a nut from a hero, your max level cap goes up. That makes sense.
I am going to commit great crime. I'm going to bust nut in water tower.
And that way you can level everyone up. Give me a number between 1 and 95. 33. Oh wait, is this the math thing? Where like no matter which number I give you, you can no wait, never mind. It's probably something else. Because then I'm not supposed to give you the number. Around 6 million Americans break at least one bone every year. That's crazy. I've never broken a bone. Redo of Healer, it's actually mediocre and dependent on shock factor without anything enjoyable. It's low quality shit, not even enjoyable as non-content and has garbage story. Yeah, I think I agree with that. With what little I hear about it. I've only watched maybe the first 2 just to like see. Oh wait, no, that wasn't Redo of Healer that I watched. The first 2 episodes I watched was Goblin Slayer. That's pretty much how Redo explains it. So before he's able to be him, he's constantly getting jumped by people for his nut. Redo's fucked up. The pink girl kinda cute though. Oh, the one well, I'm assuming there's only one. It's like the main subject of his vengeance, I guess. I read a bit of it. I enjoyed Goblin Slayer actually, though not much not so much the anime. I think I've only watched just the first 2 episodes of the anime. I was expecting it to be more of like a Doom style hardcore action, but I didn't get that in the first 2 episodes. So instead, I got some some gangbang goblin thing and a cute elf. The cute elf was worth watching more of, but I didn't really continue. I don't think the episodes were available on the site that I was looking at. Same way, I thought it would be rip and tear until it wasn't. Yeah, exactly. At least the heroin monster is consensual. You mean the ones that he's not eating, or is he eating them in a different way than I thought? I'm gonna think of this one as done until I see something else. Wait, no. I already see something else I need to add. There's gonna be some particles down here. Yummy art, thank you. Manga leans more into the action / horror. It has some slow points which almost made me stop a few times. It suffers from bad pacing and trying to do too much genre wise. Yeah, I can see that. I remember in the anime it went from like, my expectations of the action went to like hentai vibes. And then I'm like, okay, I'm gonna keep going. I'll give it like 3 episode rule. But yeah, by the second episode, I kind of just left it. Protag has to literally eat monster parts to level up, starting from 0 as infant goblin, as he and his bro goblin hunt horned rabbits that still kill goblins using his human intellect to make traps. Man, that sounds like frustrating position to be in. Imagine if you're put in charge of essentially overgrown kindergarten intelligence level race, and you're like the average adult intelligence, and you have to organize their efforts. That would be a horror story of its own. Eventually leveling up to progress through higher tier monsters when they unlock certain skill based on what they eat. Also, like the other goblins, do they get more intelligence, or is it just this one goblin who can do this? Gain the other creatures' powers and stuff. Or does he get his entire horde to become super powered goblin? Yeah, anime did a poor job of that scene. Manga, it does a good job of cementing goblins are the bad guy. The viewer is no different than the adventurers that think goblins are just small annoyances. They are a huge problem, and society is suffering for it because their remnants don't sell for anything. Always remember, do not sympathize with the goblins. Small problem become big problem. Yeah. That makes sense. That's really what it was. Protag helps develop low-tier goblins into more civilized tribal culture, eventually even nixing the kidnapping and using villagers trope. The other goblins don't inherit his skills, but he can teach them, and they develop away from the trash mob status quo. He's uplifting them, their society. That's cool. Okay, let me put this brush aside. Turn it this way so it can be seen better. Those bubble look pretty good. I like the bubble. Wonder if I should draw more. No, actually, no, forget about it. I was thinking like here looked empty, but that's kind of the point, because it was supposed to go like this and that with a spiral. Why does my hand look so red on stream? Doesn't look like that in real life. Nice. Now I have two options to work on. The flying Gurord, I don't remember how to pronounce, or the crown of thorns starfish. I was reading a manhwa called Attention Residents as I was like, oh cool, new gore death game read, but it got so fucking dumb by the end of it, I had wasted a whole evening. Pink hand, yeah. So, which one of these do you guys think I should work on? For the rest of stream, probably. Or at least first. I'm gonna change the background on this if I work on it. There's still only a few that become more than normal goblins, but as he guides them, it happens more and more until neighboring kingdoms start to take notice as goblins become an actual civilization. Flying Gurnard, okay, yeah. Vampire Squid one looks really intriguing. This one's actually gonna become, I know it looks like a vampire squid right now, but it's I left all the blank space to add thorns, so it's gonna turn it into like a thorn starfish, or crown of thorns starfish. But yeah, I'll try to do this one first, and then I'll, if I have time on this stream, or it'll be next stream if I don't. What was I gonna do with it? Okay, I need my reference. Oh, with the wings, yeah. Do you know what a flying Gurnard looks like? Levy? It's pretty interesting looking fish, but that's basically the main fins of this fish. And I thought it looked like it could pass as like an angel kind of mermaid look. Actually, yeah, it looks really good. So my idea is to make this one not be like too harsh with the contrast. But also I want that line that it has in the wing, the bluish white line, to like pop, so I don't know. Let me try to find my reference. Where is it? Where did I put it? Oh, there it is. Okay, so yeah, there's like greens and blues in the wing. Oh wait, in this one there's no greens, it's just a darker color in blue. This one looks cool. This is black and yellow and blue. I think I'll go with the one with a little bit of green in it, because this one kind of has the base for that, and the one with the black and blue and yellow kind of has the same colors I was working with before. I don't know. I guess I'll see as I go. Yeah, the reflective bioluminescent bits are so cool, yeah. Didn't know they could fold their fin wings, but I did a learning on them, yeah. Don't know if people keep them as pets. Are they like really like deceptively big? Because I saw some picture of like a guy reeling them in and they seem to be like this big. I assumed that they were like really tiny, but don't know. Okay, so I need greens. I don't have that color out. That looks too green. Yellow green. This is probably better. Yeah, this is a little better. Mix more yellow into that and get the color that I need. Averaging, I think, 18 to 20 inches. Yeah, they're deceptively big, I guess. Like, in my head, they were, like, some tiny thing. But I saw a guy reel it up, and it was like, yeah. But people do keep them in tanks, but they need big boy tanks, yeah. Okay, so this one has spot pattern that I can use. Oh wait, they all have spot pattern. Okay, yeah. That'll be fun to do. Probably use a palette knife to mix these. Way too yellow. Yeah, just checked minimum of 180 gallons, usually kept with just other Gurnards, as they can't really have too much of their tank, too much in their tank due to how active they are. Crab/shrimp are off the table, and they are almost exclusively live fed, as they're picky eaters. I thought they were. I actually thought they were bottom feeders, which I would assume wouldn't be picky, but interesting. I just assumed they were bottom feeders just because like the videos that I saw were like they were scurrying through the sand, but the Orientales is maybe 25 centimeters, and Dactylepterus volitens grows to about 40. I guess I probably have in my reference like several different species because they all look, each of them look very different. They're sort of bottom feeders, but not opposed to being opportunistic with their meals. Yeah. Probably gonna need to water this down a little bit. Or maybe I'll spray the actual canvas. Portion of it has the less blue. Okay. Inside basically has less blue, and then the outside, so I'll go like this. The blue I'm just gonna kind of splash on it and then work the details out later. Speaking of underwater critters, isn't there some kind of shrimp or something that punches so hard it makes a vacuum underwater? I think, yeah, it's either the pistol shrimp or the mantis shrimp. Yeah, mantis shrimp. Or clown shrimp. Yeah, it's I think it's in my references. It's a very colorful shrimp. I think like the outside of it's like iridescent kind of. So like it looks like different colors from different angles, and apparently its eyes are super advanced. This is gonna look weird right now, but it'll work out later, believe me. Okay, so it goes like this, and like that. They picked up, they got eyes that can see beyond mortal understanding. You can see the future. They picked up the Sharingan on their buff list. No, that was debunked over a year ago. Interesting. Like they can't, humans have 3 photoreceptors to take in the world around us. Mantis shrimp have 16? That's crazy if they do. The like I was assuming they could maybe see the other, what are they called? Wavelengths? Like electromagnetic wavelengths. So like maybe they could see with like, you know how like insects can see, some of them can see like UV. It helps them, like, especially nocturnal ones, it helps them find prey or flowers, or I thought it was something like that. I mean, we need tech to see what they just naturally see, like UV. So like when we have like UV cameras and stuff, because like one of the things I like to look at is UV photography, or like just weird lenses that pick up different light frequencies. But like when we have the camera that picks it up and it represents it for us, that's just like it representing it in a different way that we are able to see. It's not really like how it actually looks, right? We'll never actually know. Yeah, that would be kind of like, it looks cool, but it's also kind of sad. They can actually differentiate less colors than we can. Their brains just use it to decide what to hit faster. They cannot see all that extra stuff that was spread around as falsities. So like they have the hardware, but they don't have the brain power. Okay, so the blue on that end is going to be a little bit outside of the... I'll just take some liberties to add some to the corner here. And to the end here. It's still mental as hell, all those photoreceptors dedicated to how can I hit as hard as I can. Yeah, it was pure assumption. In the 2014 or so, it was entirely the punk. I don't even quite have... they don't even quite have hardware. It was just speculation spread as fact. Okay. Kiwi, why'd you have to nerf them? In our brains, you nerfed the pistol or the mantis shrimp. You nerfed them with facts and logic. When I splice my DNA with one, I shall become One Punch Man. That's why Kiwi is the fish wizard. Got the big brain tech. I know, fish autism. You have aquatism. Fishtism, yeah. You have aquatism fish burgers. One punch! I need a pale green now. Pale green. Bullet shrimp still got that 8,000 degree vacuum punch though. That one sounds like fantastical, but we'll see what the fish wizard has to say about this. Destroy our dreams again. Imagine if one trained for a year. I bet they can push it over 9,000. Having trouble mixing that green. Maybe I need a yellow, a little bit of yellow. Yeah, I think this is close enough. Do I want to use the other species? The black and golden one? Or the yellow gold one? They literally have specialized aquariums made just because it can punch through reinforced aquarium glass, which needs to be replaced if they have a particularly bitchy shrimp. Bitchy shrimp would be a good song title. It's not as dramatic as it sounds, it's just damage over time that leads to thicker glass as a solution. And you call me your bitchy shrimp? What if you put your hand in water and it punches you? I don't actually know. I would assume that maybe it's really small, so maybe it leaves a bruise or something. It'd break the bones? Dang. I mean, if it can break the glass, I guess. Maybe. Like the small bone of your pinky or something. I'm scared to do anything to this, but maybe I'll mix more yellow into it. That way I have a better transition from the greens to the... I made some trash green color now. Titanium white, gold gray. No, you'd be fine, my Bruzo. Yeah, that's what I thought. No, you'd bleed out from the shot. Apply pressure before it's too late. I'm gonna add last ditch effort. I'm gonna add gray. Warm gray. I don't want to keep throwing in white and making it more pale and then has to readjust anyways. I'll just add the white on top after. I'm hoping the gray will neutralize the saturation. I'm gonna make it kind of muddy though. I made it really muddy. Yeah, I'm gonna have to add white anyways. Okay, I'll go with this. Let me try to scoop it up. I'll do the same thing I did last time. I'll use this brush just because it's rough. Should be able to like... Yeah, okay. Depends on what claw it gets you with. They have two sets. I imagine it'd be like a sudden really fast poke, kind of like a needle used to poke your finger, or so you can test blood sugar. If it's really that small, then probably that's something... Yeah, it's probably something like that if it's really small. I actually don't know how small they are. I assume they're bigger than like the shrimp we typically eat. This one seems a lot bigger than the other one here. Maybe just because I'm coloring it. I'm not coloring enough of it. That's fine if it is, though. Okay. Almost time. We're gonna have to probably end in that really sorry muddy state, but these are like the undertones that I'm going to paint the more appealing colors on top. What I'm thinking of doing is like basically transitioning this area into like spots of gold, and then as it gets towards the blue, it's gonna turn into like a darker kind of gold, almost to black, and then there's gonna be like black stripes, then the bioluminescent blue, then a black stripe bioluminescent blue, and hopefully that will look decent. And then I'll probably do something similar in the actual mermaid portion here. Maybe well, we'll see what happens then. Because she's blonde, so there's gonna be a lot of yellow. What else is in her palette? There's like purples and stuff, so maybe I'll try to incorporate those colors too. Maybe gold, purple. It's a really light purple though. I don't know. We'll see though. If you guys know anyone to raid, let me know. I'm just gonna go and check who's on in case I don't have anyone. I'll take whatever you guys give me. Following live. Let's go. I rated Jerk last time. I don't have anyone. I don't think I have any new suggestions. Okay, so, well, since we don't have anyone, I'm just going to end it here. And, well, this is what we have done for now. It'll look better once we have more completed on it. And we got this done, so yeah. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys when I see you. I don't think it'll be tomorrow. There's a lot I have to do tomorrow. So maybe next week sometime. Bye bye.